So this is my Neofenetia falcata Kutsuwamushi. Hasn't been doing much. It's had that new growth for a while, but I don't think it's grown all that much. This is my Podangis dactyloceras, and it has a flower spike, and I believe there's another one growing inside there. So this is my Dendrobium bracteosum. It honestly hasn't been doing much of anything. I did notice a new leaf starting here, and actually there's a bump on one of the canes. It's a bit difficult to see, but it's right there, and I suspect it's going to turn into, well, it's not really a flower spike, but I guess where the flowers go. On this plant, the flowers usually bloom on leafless canes. This particular one has 2 leaves at the top, but it's pretty bald otherwise. So this is my Dendrobium cruentum. Still hasn't started growing any new growths yet. I know there's an available eye down there, but it's been doing nothing. This is my Masdevallia infracta, and it has 3 new growths. This one here, which is one that's maturing, and there's one little one there, and you can see there's another little one right there. I was debating whether to put this in rock wool like my other Masdevallia, since it seems to like that. But since I have new growths and they seem to be doing okay, I'm just going to leave it for now. I might change it up in the future. This is my Restrepia guttalata. There's been 0 activity on this. It's just kind of alive, but not doing much. The latest growth I had was this tiny leaf. At least that's something, but I would like more out of this. So this is my Ctsm cross from Fredclarkeara. The new growth has gotten a lot bigger. Previously it was this way with the light coming here, but I didn't want the growth to go like this, so I rotated it. So it's like this in the light here, so to make it more straight. And it seems like it's helped a little bit. I am starting to water it now. At first I wasn't sure if it was the right time, because when I watered it, the roots didn't green up. But this pseudobulb has been plumping up, so that tells me it's absorbing some of the water. But yeah, overall this guy is doing pretty good. So this is my other Ctsm cross from Fredclarkeara. The last time I showed it, it had this new growth. But since then, it's grown another new growth on this pseudobulb. I think it's great having 2 new growths, but the issue I'm having is that they sit higher on the pseudobulb, so it seems like it's going to kind of grow like this, or I guess this way, as opposed to like flat. Which can be annoying, but we'll see. This is my Doricentrum Pulcherrimin, and there's not much going on other than new root tips growing. So there's one here at the end of this broken root, and there's one down there as well. So this is my Bulbophyllum sulawesii. It's maturing the latest growth there. The pseudobulb is fattening up, and it's throwing out quite a lot of roots. So this is my RLC Village Chief North Green Genius. It has a new growth. This was the latest growth that I grew, and as you can tell, it's pretty pathetic. It's so skinny. So I'm really hoping this new one will come out a lot better. And this is my Bulbophyllum fascinator. It has 2 new growths, as you can see, so that's awesome. This is my Fredclarkeara After Dark Black Pearl, and the root growth on this is pretty amazing. I will need to turn this orchid around so it doesn't lean too much. At the moment it's this way towards the light. That's because, like the other one, I didn't want it to lean over too much, but now it's starting to lean too much that way, so I'll probably start turning it this way. Anyway, what I was trying to say was I'm going to rotate this so instead of leaning too far this way, it'll straighten up a little bit towards the light. Okay, so this is my last Ctsm plant. It's the Clowesia Rebecca Northern Mikabi, and both of the new growths are doing pretty well, just putting out roots, but they haven't gotten that big yet. So this is my Bulbophyllum harbrotinum. It grew that new growth. It's not very big though, which kind of sucks, but it's also not at all in the media. So this is my Chysis levis. It has a new growth here. That's pretty much it. I think it's a bit dehydrated, just because it has accordion leaves. There's nothing going on this side at all. For those who don't know, this used to be one plant, but when I repotted it into this basket, it broke in the middle here, so this is actually two separate plants. This one seems to be more active than this one for some reason. This is my Gongora giba, and it's doing absolutely nothing. I think the leaves are getting a bit bigger on the pseudobulb, but that pseudobulb itself is quite small. This is my Senhopia nigro-violacea Batman. I moved it to this location because the other location my cat kept trying to grab onto the basket. And I'm actually a little bit surprised it's still alive, because it's a bit banged up, especially this leaf here. Other than that, there's like nothing going on, no new growth, nothing. This is my Coryanthes missaceae. This pseudobulb is done. I don't think it's going to get any bigger. There's no available eyes at the moment. Yeah, not much going on here. This is my Senhopia gibbosa, and these two growths are doing pretty well. They're nice and stubby, which is great. This is my Phalaenopsis amboinensis. This leaf is almost as big as this leaf, but not quite. I'm hoping it'll grow a little bit more. And I'd like another new leaf as well. Right now there's only two, but it is what it is. Overall, it's doing okay. Has this new root. Well, not new root, but this root has an active root tip, so that's great. So this is my Phalaenopsis fimbriata. Not much going on other than this flower spike keeps extending, so I think that's good news. This is my Dendrobium bellatilum, and it has a new growth there. And it also has an active growing root tip, so this guy's doing pretty well. So this is my Dendrobium sulawesii. It has a new growth right there, but it's slow to grow, so I've been watering it like once a week. Once I see some active root growth, then I'll water it more often. This is my Plectrophora alata. As you can tell from the various videos where I've shown this plant, that new growth is growing very, very slowly, but it is growing and it's making progress, so that's the only thing I can ask for. So this is my Paphinia rugosa, and it's growing really, really well. I definitely see new root tips on this pseudobulb, so that's great. My only gripe is that it's growing like sideways and not upwards. This is my Aranchus punctata. Nothing happening, no new growth, no new root tips. This is my Sophronitis cernua, and it had grown a new root, and it's going in that hole there, but no new growth on this guy. This is my Rhynanthera monachica. Not much going on. It's still trying to grow that one middle leaf there, but that's about it. So this is my Rhodogeatia lemanii, and it's trying to pop out that secondary leaf there, so that's good. Root growth is still going strong. This is my Polycycnus barbata, and it's starting to open up the leaf, and it's trying to fatten up that pseudobulb, so it's doing pretty good. Okay, so that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!